So somebody asked me earlier today, what do I think is the number one, the most important thing to have, kind of mentally, I guess, in order to achieve a fitness goal? And I didn't have to think about it very long, because I think the answer is the same for anything that you're trying to achieve in life. Unless you're one of these complete outliers, top kind of 1%, which I'm definitely not. And I would imagine a lot of the people that come to Bond Fitness, or a lot of the people that follow me on my social medias, are not top 1%, by the way. There's nothing wrong with being in the remaining 99%. Unless you're that super motivated, get up out of bed every single morning with pep in your step just because, I think the number one thing that you need to achieve anything in life is a why. What is your why, right? So in fitness especially, knowing the reason that you want to achieve the thing is way more important than anything else that you can do. Because without a why, you're not going to get out of bed. You're not going to get in the car. You're not going to drive to the gym. You're not going to put the workout in. You're not going to have the craving for some chocolate and say, no, not today. You're not going to reach for that second can of beer and say, no, not today. Because there's really no reason for it. Having the why is so vitally important. I mean, it just is. It's what drives us forward. It's that purpose, I guess, right? And I mean, I hear a lot of different whys, I guess. When people come into Bond Fitness, it's kind of a bit like a therapy session at first, because I will really probe people. I've been in fitness sales now for over a decade, actually. And I hate the word sales, because sales still feels like it's seedy, even though I think that's because there's a part of the industry that has a bad rap. But for me, there's nothing seedy about selling fitness, because it's actually giving a person what they actually want. But in order to help them to understand what they want, we have to figure out what their why is. So a lot of times when people will come into Bond Fitness, I will literally kind of conduct a therapy session with them. And we'll dig deep and find out, yes, you want to lose weight. But why do you want to lose weight? Yes, it's for your health, because you need to lose 4 stone, because doctors have told you that right now, at your current weight, you are unhealthy, and that could lead to, heart disease, it could lead to diabetes, it could lead to, even they're finding now, things like Alzheimer's and dementia. Yes, that is super, super important. So you want to live. Let's go a little deeper than that. Why do you want to live longer? Now that seems like a crazy question to ask. Why do you want to live longer? Because I don't want to die. Yeah, but why? So then we get into the sort of really key, important territory. Well, I want to live longer because I have 2 beautiful children and they have children of their own, and I want to see my grandkids get old, and more importantly, I want to play with my grandkids. I want to be able to be active with my grandkids when they're children. I want to be able to be around my grandkids when they're teenagers and not feel like a burden. I want to have a quality of life in my latest decades, in my 80s, 90s, even into my 100th year, and not be a burden, and have a high quality of life, and be able to actually contribute to my grandkids, contribute to my kids, contribute to myself. That's a hell of a why. People don't think about it. Because people think in their 50s and 60s, oh, I need to lift weights now because the doctor told me, or because, I've left it too long. But that isn't the reason, oh, I just need to get fit. I hear that so much when I ask people on the phone. I call them up, hey, listen, thanks for registering your interest with Bond Fitness. Why do you want to come in? What do you want to do? I just want to get fit. Like, why? I started this whole business with a very specific why. I wasn't particularly happy doing what I was doing, but I could have coasted there for another couple of years. My wife got pregnant. Now, we were trying for a kid, but she got pregnant. And the second that we knew that my daughter Evie was on her way, the decision was made. I had my why. My why is I want to give my daughter the best quality of life she possibly can have. Now, that is not just I want to make decent money so that we can live the sort of lifestyle I want to live. It's that I don't want her father to be unhappy. If I'm an unhappy person, I can't be a good dad. And also I want her to see me achieving. I want her to see me passionate. I want her to see me in control, taking control of my life. And all of those things combined to a really specific, concrete, why should I go through the hell and torture that it is to start a business from scratch, to take 2 different jobs, to suffer complete mental burnout. Why? Because I have that concrete purpose. I want to provide for my family. I want to make sure that I'm mentally stimulated. I want to have a high quality of life so I can give a high quality of life. That why is vital. I just want to get toned up. Why do you want to get toned up? Well, I've got a little excess fat here. I've got a little bit of bingo wings, people call them. Got the spare tire here, the guys call them. But why do you want to get rid of that? Because deep down I've lost my confidence. I don't like who I am anymore. That's a concrete why. I want to like myself again. Hell, let's go one step further. I want to love myself again. With that kind of why, you're going to get in the car, you're going to drive to the gym, you're going to do the workout, you're going to eat better, you're going to get your steps in because you're pushing towards something meaningful. So, long boring tangent aside, what is the most important thing when it comes to fitness mindset? Categorically, it's having a why.